talking about Bruce Lee's amazing power. Was it true that Bruce Lee had a key or a chi so powerful that he could punch people across a room? Well, let's find out. In this article here from groundreport.com, he states a lot of videos where Bruce Lee uses his forces, his power, his special chi force. It's just incredible that a person can evolve at a point, to a certain point, that it can use this energy power that flows around everything in the universe to channel it into anything at all, actually. So let's take a look at some amazing videos we have to show you. And while we do that, we are going to link Bruce Lee's ability and occult secrets to Flat Earth. Some facts are important, although, before we go on. Number 1. Theoretically, Lee was killed by the Chinese mafia for spreading forbidden knowledge. Number 2. The map that surfaced in 1907 with a flat Earth model with 33 extra continents was hidden from the Japanese and the Chinese in a Buddhist temple for 1,000 years. Also forbidden knowledge that, if found at the time, would have been destroyed. Number 3. Scientists found out that the water can shape itself, depending on sound vibration. Number 4. Few water crystals look exactly like Solomon's seal after being frozen, but one of them is the Antarctic Pole's water crystal. It looks exactly like Solomon's seal. Number 5 and last one. To Bruce Lee, the occult secret is water. Actually, it's to be water. So Bruce Lee and the Occult Society as well, and Katy Perry, all point out that there is probably something in the water. Could Bruce Lee come from the outer rings of the Antarctic Pole and, for instance, be an alien or even a Superman? Well, this is an amazing video, right? Right now we're gonna see Bruce Lee kicking. Okay. He also used his chi or his ki to produce over supernatural kicks with high speeds, with high velocities. It's incredible. Let's take a look at this. Normal speed.
First, because of shooting.
Now let's try 50% speed. Oh my gosh, did you see that? Holy crap, how is that possible? Oh my gosh. Okay, that was quick, dude. That was impossible to see.
Not have it on a regular basis. And secondly, he is still on the level right now of enjoying.
Jesus Christ. Did you see that? Oh my gosh. This is a supernatural person, man. Oh. Okay guys, so if you want to go really deeper into this, we're talking about the Jin power. So not only we had, in the past, we had Dr. Masaru Emoto, a Japanese scientist who played classical music and folk songs through speakers placed near water. He would then freeze the water to make crystals, which he would then compare with crystalline structure of different samples. Wow. So what this guy did back in 1994 was photograph water that was affected by sound, and he crystallized it before analyzing it. And these are different shapes he got. Well, there's an image of him listening to Nirvana, and there's an image of him listening to Mozart, and each song provided a different format, right? Very beautiful though. So this guy, Dr. Hans Jenny, a Swiss medical doctor and scientist, realized the importance of vibration and sound, spent most of his time studying it. He studies and fascinating experiments into the phenomena of waves, which he called cymatics, from the Greek chyma. Wow. Now, it is very coincidental that the Antarctic ice molecule water is exactly the same as Davy's star or Solomon's seal. Remember, I have a video that is called Entire Continent Found, which it states clearly that 32 extra continents are outside of the polar ring, the South Polar Ring, considering that the Earth is flat. And this map, here comes something that I'm going to link with Bruce Lee, and now we're going to like fall off our chair, everybody together, right? Okay. Well, this map that states that there are 33 extra continents outside of the polar ring was a Buddhist map. Okay, pay attention, a Buddhist map hidden from the Chinese mafia for 1,000 years, and now only in 1907 it surfaced, and it shows 33 extra continents in the outer polar ring. Now, let's remember we have the Solon seal here that is a very similar symbol to the Antarctic ice molecule, water molecule, okay? And we have the Solon seal being used in this company named Antarctica. Okay, here in Brazil there's a company called Antarctica which used this logo mark with the Solomon seal separating two worlds. Now, is there any way we can be more direct? Is there any way I can be more direct? Is there any way that they can rub it more into our faces that there is another world inside our world? It doesn't matter if it's flat or hollow, okay? There is another world inside our world, and the Antarctic polar ring is protecting it. Okay, look at this. Now, this guy here, Bruce Lee, may be an alien from this place, from these outer continents. Okay, and I'm going to show you a video right now. He's going to be talking about water, and he's laughing at our faces when he's talking about water, like, be water. You know, wake up. You got to pay attention to water. And now, this is very weird because this is a guy who kicks faster than the camera can catch, okay, than the eye can catch, and than the human eye can catch, and he's talking about being water. Okay, so obviously he's not from this planet or not from this part of the planet. Okay, this is too much coincidental. This is too much information. Okay, if there are 33 outer continents in an outer ring, because the world is not as they are telling us, it may be hollow, it may be flat, and the Antarctic pole is actually separating this world, then there is an organization that is protecting all of this information, and they use Solomon's seal as a logo mark also. And they know all about they know about the Antarctic ice molecule being this format, okay, being in this format for a long time now, for thousands of years. This proves that they have technology for thousands of years, okay? So, well, let's continue.
Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
Well, that's Bruce Lee's secret actually. He's not going to go deeper in that because if he goes, he's going to be talking about how the fourth dimension works, and that's how he got killed. Okay, in 1984, an article in Black Belt magazine called Kung Fu Pressure Point Attacks, written by Jan Hallander, theorized that Bruce Lee may have been a victim of a true death touch. Let's face it, guys, he knew the death touch, and he was fighting all over the world making movies and making money. While it is well known that Lee clashed with Chinatown's leaders over teaching martial arts to the Westerners, it is less known that Lee had a standing open invitation to any challengers. His match may have been met when he fought an old Chinese man 2 weeks before he died. His last film, Game of Death, was aptly named. The story emerged possibly from the article of his students as a witness. Wow. There were students of his that watched this battle that lasted over an hour, and it was brutal. It is believed by some that Lee was hit with the dim mak, and that the old man was actually an assassin from the Chinese tongue. From there, his body began to slowly shut down. Intense headaches, would later reveal themselves to be a brain edema. This legend would inspire the exploitation film Fist of Fear, Touch of Death, and countless debates in living rooms and forums like. Well, So what happened is this guy over here, he knew too much, and he was making a lot of money with that, with that knowledge, movies and stuff, and he could, fight anyone. He could like kill 20 people in less than 10 minutes. It was like extraordinary. And nobody till today has, well, only few people have seen someone do something alike. Yeah, like this guy was not normal, and definitely if there is a flat earth or an alien civilization or a hollow earth, there may be a very big chance he was behind it all. I mean, he may have come from another place. After all, this dude was far from normal. Far from normal. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, share our video, and see you again. Hey guys, this is James LaFleur with the Impossible Channel. We're going to be talking about Bruce Lee's amazing power. Was it true that Bruce Lee had a key or a chi so powerful that he could punch people across a room? Well, let's find out. In this article here from groundreport.com, he states a lot of videos where Bruce Lee uses his forces, his power, his special chi force. It's just incredible that a person can evolve at a point, to a certain point, that it can use this energy power that flows around everything in the universe to channel it into anything at all, actually. So let's take a look at some amazing videos we have to show you. And while we do that, we are going to link Bruce Lee's ability and occult secrets to Flat Earth. Some facts are important, although, before we go on. Number 1. Theoretically, Lee was killed by the Chinese mafia for spreading forbidden knowledge. Number 2. The map that surfaced in 1907 with a flat earth model with 33 extra continents was hidden from the Japanese and the Chinese in a Buddhist temple for 1,000 years. Also forbidden knowledge that if found at the time would have been destroyed. Number 3. Scientists found out that the water can shape itself, depending on sound vibration. Number 4. Few water crystals look exactly alike Solomon's seal after being frozen. But one of them is the Antarctic Pole's water crystal. It looks exactly like Solomon's seal. Number 5 and last one. To Bruce Lee, the occult secret is water.